So here we go with the reading for today. It's called Eternal Metamorphosis. And if that seems kind of odd, you don't know what it means, well, listen on. First quote is from Jean Houston. I had the pleasure of attending different classes with Jean Houston several years ago. It's kind of interesting. She describes herself really as a touchy-feely person. She's not a visual, she's not auditory, she's kinesthetic. And she would actually have you go through, literally get up and go through different exercises during the class. So it wasn't just kind of sit and listen or watch. It was good. Anyway, she says, Spirit assures that the lure of becoming is always calling, as is the incendiary vision of what we may be. So anyway, read on or listen on, because more will be revealed. Ernest Holmes says, through spiritual discernment, we see that we have within us a power greater than anything that we shall ever contact. In other words, anything outside of us. And then this is Rev Michael Gott, who says, the first time I heard someone teach about personal transformation using the metaphor of the caterpillar and the butterfly, says, I was both amazed and inspired. So many facets of this biological phenomenon reflect the metaphysics of our own becoming. He says, when we heal and reveal our divine nature, we don't become an improved version of the caterpillar. We become something new, with freedoms and abilities completely undreamt of by our former limited selves. And he says, I've wondered what the butterfly becomes. But unlike the butterfly, we eternally reveal more of the truth of who we are. In the book of Revelation, which is the last book in the Christian scriptures, often called the New Testament, there's a passage that describes the angels forever circling the throne of the divine. With each turn, they see something magnificent and new and sing praises. The song never repeats. In some ways, we can find it frustrating to be on a journey that never ends. We sometimes tire of the work of our own healing, but the work also inspires. We find inspiration in thinking that our eternal life in God will contain endless discovery, endless revelation of the light and the power and the love of our being, forever rising on beautiful new wings of our spirit. So for any of you not really familiar with Ernest Holmes' teaching, on which science of mind is based, or religious science, if you like, Ernest Holmes believed that as human beings, we're spiritual beings, and as spiritual beings, we're on an eternal journey, and that we continually evolve. So we are what we are now, and then when we pass into the next level of existence, we'll continue evolving, and that evolution will never end. And this is what Michael Gott's referring to here. So it's kind of daunting and exciting all at the same time, right? If you truly believe that you're going to just continue forever, but ever expanding and ever wondering and ever becoming, it's really interesting to me. It strikes me as a much better idea than just going to a heaven where you simply stay the same and sing praises to God. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, of course, but it just strikes me as just something of which we're more capable, and for which we're designed. I think we're designed to keep going. We learn throughout our lives, hopefully. Some people don't, of course, but most people learn. As we get older, we get wiser. As I said, not everyone, but hopefully most of us, we learn from our mistakes. And to imagine that we're going to continue evolving beyond that, I think it's kind of exciting, and I think it's kind of intriguing. So anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, he gave us a bunch of affirmations. he gave us 2 long affirmations. And the ones of you who know me know I don't like long affirmations, but hey, I accept that some people do like long affirmations. So here they are. I'm willing to release the familiar yet limited ways of being that keep me small. That's a good affirmation. I'm willing to release the familiar yet limited ways of being that keep me small. I embrace a deeper connection to the creativity and the magnificence within me, and I rise in the light of the divine. So I embrace the deeper connection to the creativity and magnificence within, and I rise higher in the light of the divine. So yeah, they're pretty good messages today. And if you ever do tune into my thought for the day, tune in today because it's a little bit longer than usual because I really like the reading that went along with it. So if you're curious about that, well, it's good. You're going to find it wherever you find my stuff. And oh yeah, I've not been posting the thought for the day on all different social media. So this one you can get on my own personal website, and you can get it on Creative Life Spiritual Center's Facebook's website, and Facebook page, and also on Prosperity Living's Facebook page. So it's available in all 3 places. I'll probably post it to the others pretty soon. And I'm just about to post the details of the class coming up that I'm going to teach with one of our practitioners, Jim Cantor. So look out for that. Look out for my colleague, Reverend Lisa, tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. My other colleague practitioner, Danielle Johnson, either has or will be about to do her midweek meditation, so look out for that. Those 2 are always on Creative Life Spiritual Center's Facebook page, and mine on wherever you find me on social media. So until next time, please take care, and I'm knowing the highest and best for each and every person who tunes in today. So until next time, namaste.